All right, guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. Now, what we have here is another weekly prep, and it's not weak as far as not having enough stuff here. We're trying to do this as much as possible, even if it's just a few cans and a few things of potatoes and things like that. Every week, we are always replacing our normal stocks and trying to expand as much as possible. Now, we actually have 2 years supply of normal canned goods and dry goods, but this is our rotational stock. We are constantly using it, but we are also investing in precious metals as far as a hedge against economic collapse, a drop of the dollar. And since we did get a new shipment in, I did want to include this in this because it is part of prepping. I don't buy gold and silver for collector pieces. I buy it so we have a way of bartering. So let me go ahead and get into everything here. Everybody loves this stuff, all of our canned goods and things like that, and hopefully it helps inspire other people with new ideas. All right, you don't have to get what we get whatever it is that you eat. That's what I tell everybody. Make sure you purchase what you normally eat. If you don't like mixed vegetables, don't get them. All right, I would recommend doing that. All right, so we have our own affiliate program. We've had it for nearly 3 years, is Money Metal Exchange. I don't always purchase through Money Metal Exchange because sometimes I can't find what I'm looking for. But today we've got 1 ounce rounds. These are rounds. They're not coins, they're not currency. These are generic rounds. These are 1 ounce a piece. The price of silver, I think, went up to like $19 or something like that today. I didn't really take too much of a look at it. I was just kind of flipping through. So we picked up 3 ounces there. Let's see if I can figure out how they tape this up. Let's see if I can just push it out. Another 5 ounce bar. This is 5 ounces. This is an actual, it'd be 5 of these rounds. So we picked that up as well. We've been stacking the 5 ounce bars and the 1 ounce rounds for bartering purposes. Now, this is something new that we've been getting into, and I showed it on our other channel. Our other channel should be popping up there for you guys, where I go more in depth on these things. These are gold backs. These are 5-note gold backs. 1/200th of an ounce of 24 karat gold. So this is something that we've been looking into as far as bartering. Some people don't like the idea of gold backs. Yes, it is real gold. Yes, it can be extracted by fire. Basically, you burn it. It's just got a plastic veneer that they put that gold on. All right, so you can actually look it up on YouTube on how they manufacture this. Gold back themselves. GoPro stop recording. Sorry guys, I had a delivery from Home Depot. They brought my installation panel in for our trailer. As you guys remember, there should be a pop-up there for you. We live in a 6x12 cargo trailer that we converted. We can back up our vehicle to it, hook up, and bug out in any time, any situation we need to. We have solar. So I got some new installation board because it does get hot down here in Florida. Oh yeah, so we got our installation boards. These things actually work very well. I don't know how bright this stuff is. Basically though, I've got a adhesive spray. I actually spray on the trailer, and I put this up against it with the reflective side out. Now, this is an indoor installation board, so it doesn't last forever. It lasts about 1 good summer because we're down here in Florida. But this reflective material does help refract some of that heat, definitely the lighting. And this is why we get it. We put it on the roof, we put it on the sides, everything of the trailer. That way it helps keep everything cool, and we're able to keep the trailer down with the aid of our air conditioner, which we can power with our solar. We can keep it down to about 83 degrees inside, no issues at all. So pretty nice. And that's when it's like 97, 98 degrees down here in Florida. All right, so back at it, gold backs. So some people like it, some people don't. We've also been stocking up the small gram size and a 2.5 gram size of gold bars. Gold's expensive, but this is something that we were actually able to get a hold of reasonably priced, you know, around 20 bucks for the 5 notes. So that's just something we've been working on as well. Like I said, check out our other channel if you're interested in that. We do include it in our payday preps because it is a prep we're doing for economic collapse, having precious metals. Now, one of the things I want to point out, guys and gals, just the way I talk, before you go buy stuff like this, you know, gold, silver, get your normal foods first. If you're not alive to spend this when necessary, this is worthless. Get your normal food first. In my opinion, just my opinion, before you invest in gold and silver, as far as economic collapse, the collapse with the dollar, you need to get at least 6 months to a year's supply of normal canned goods, dry goods, okay? You need food first. You need to have a way of purification of water. Get those necessities before you ever get into this. The reason why we're getting in, like I said, we've been affiliated with them for nearly 3 years, but I haven't ever pushed them that much because I was still struggling to get all this stuff set up the way I wanted it. I wanted to get 2 years supply. Now we're going beyond that before we ever started getting into this. Now, if you're in the position where, hey man, you're good to go, hey, definitely use our links. That helps us out a lot. But for everyone else, because you don't have gold and silver does not mean you're not going to make it. It just makes things much easier, but you got to have food. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and move on here. We have, let me grab the camera because we're doing old style. I have a very short tripod here. We got a flat of green beans. These right here, this is Walmart, no salt added. We eat a lot of green beans in our diet, and we also have these larger ones. Okay, so it's up to you which one you're going to get. We have the availability of using a refrigerator with our mini fridge and also a deep freeze. Because we have solar, we have the availability to power up these appliances and keep our food fresh and cool. It's entirely up to you guys. We have solar, that's why we're using extra stuff, larger things that we can actually use. If you don't have a way of powering up and keeping food good, I recommend going with the smaller ones. Next up, the Idahoan mashed potatoes. This is the buttery home style. We've got 12. Now you can get them in the box, stuff like that. These things last a very long time. I think they only give you a Best Buy about a year, but we all know the rules on that. Best Buy is just for selling purposes. Moving on, this is our local Piggly Wiggly. I actually got a better deal for the mixed vegetables. We've been buying a lot of it, the Piggly Wiggly brand, because I've been catching better deals there than I do at Walmart. So we picked up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the mixed vegetables, and then we got our whole potatoes. We stock up a lot of the canned potatoes and the powder potatoes. We get diced, sliced, you name it, we get it. So we got 8 more of those. I'm still having a hard time finding those at Walmart, so we've been having to get them there at the Piggly Wiggly. So anyway, guys, this is our weekly prep. It doesn't look like much, but it is. We're trying to get our food, and we're also trying to work on when the dollar drops. Now, yes, you cannot eat this. Of course not. Well, I guess technically you could, but I don't recommend it. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. This is something that I prep. I just show you what we do. It's up to you guys if you do anything. But yeah, we are affiliated with a company, Money Metals Exchange. That's who we try to use. But guys, I've also used JM Bullion. I've used SD Bullion. I've used a lot of different companies and also local shops. All right, it just depends on who's got the better deal for me. But we are affiliated with them. When you use our links to purchase these things, we get a percentage. I've always been honest. Actually, we get a set rate on the Money Metal Exchange. We get a set rate on that. That's not a percentage. But all of our other affiliates, we get a percentage of sales. So this is that, guys, and I've got to work on the trailer, get it all insulated up for this summer. All right, guys, speak to you all later.